Greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is me, the Ravenous Spectre, and today we have a loot crate, and that loot crate is the gaming loot crate for this month. And I hadn't got a loot crate in a long time, but I figured, you know what the heck, I'm going to go ahead and dive right in on this one, because this one had games in it that really did interest me, and I was interested to know exactly what I would end up picking up. Now, I've already unboxed it and everything because I was just so excited to get into it, so you won't have any real surprises or anything that really pop up when I end up opening it up, you know, to see the surprise on my face. But, anyways, yeah, it seems like it's a pretty good crate as far as I'm concerned, especially one thing in particular, and that actually comes from one of my favorite RPG series, and that is the Dragon Age series. And I'm going to go ahead and show that right now, and it is a statue. It is a statue of the High Dragon. I think it's like the first dragon that you end up facing in Dragon Age Inquisition, and it seems like it has a little bit of weight to it, and it's kind of seems like it's like some hard rubber all around it and whatnot, but it looks really cool. It looks really good. It has just a little bit of weight to it, but yeah, there's the box that it came in right there, and on the back it's talking about High Dragon. Each century, the skies of Thedas darken as a High Dragon, the oldest and rarest of their kind, takes wing. Join legendary heroes and lead the Inquisition against the forces of chaos. Which, Dragon Age Inquisition was honestly one of my favorite, or actually my favorite game of the year that it came out. I adored it so much. And real quick, I'm going to go ahead and show this, which is the Fortune, because they end up giving out different pins anytime you end up getting one of the loot crates. And that is actually the dragon from Skyrim, which is pretty cool, which is kind of funny because nothing Skyrim related was actually in this. But anyways, the next one that we got here is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I'm not necessarily sure what this thing is, but it looks really cool, that's for sure. There's the little head of the wolf necklace that Geralt wears. I thought it was like a balancing kind of thing, or like a top or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just like a paperweight or something like that. That's what I'm thinking anyways, but it looks really cool, and it does have some weight to it as well, so it may actually be a paperweight. The next one that we have here it's actually a notepad, and there it is right there. It's like, I think it's called the Sheikah Slate or something from Breath of the Wild, and yeah, right here, you just open it up, and I can always use notepads and whatnot to take down notes and whatnot, but it says property of, and obviously put your name on there, and of course it's got a bunch of paper in there, and this actually is kind of reminiscent of what I ended up getting the last time, well, it was months ago, where I ended up getting one of the notepads from Uncharted 4, and yeah, definitely really awesome. I've been using that, and I'm going to be using that as well. The next thing that we have here is the shirt, and it's actually from Shadow of War. There it is right there. I'm definitely excited for this game. I do want to pick it up. I wish there was something more on this shirt besides just this. I mean, it looks cool, and it feels comfortable and all that. And yeah, I'm going to wear it, but the thing is, though, I just wish it had a little bit more detail and maybe some other type of images or something on here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it kind of just looks like it's kind of plain, you know, but still, it's really cool, and it's always good to have another T-shirt because I am a collector of T-shirts. And the last thing that we have here is it's a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild poster, which is obviously from the game itself, like some of the artwork that was shown, I guess, before the game was actually released, and it's actually in the game itself, like when you start it up. And the funny thing is, anytime they end up having any of those posters, I look at them, and it seems like they always have like local artists or something take care of things like that and do things like that. Not anything from games or anything like that, but that's like the first time I've ever seen one that was from a game that was just like a printout of it, which is really awesome, which is something that I would really like to have. I like to have them just from the games themselves, you know, because some of these other things, even though the artwork looks good when it comes out, it's just like, nah, I didn't really like it too much. You know, I didn't hang them up or anything like that. And of course, on the back it shows what was all in the loot crate and all of that. But yeah, the main standout thing that I think I like the most out of this is obviously the statue. I mean, obviously, I'm a huge Dragon Age fan, and this is really awesome that they ended up putting this out. I definitely like it for sure. I'm going to look at it a little bit more, look it over and all of that. But yeah, notepad could definitely end up using that. I don't know what this Witcher 3 thing is. I'm going to end up wearing the T-shirt and obviously end up hanging up the poster as well. But anyways, yeah, I ended up getting rid of my subscription as soon as I ended up ordering this crate because they put out a lot of stuff that really doesn't interest me. Like, I need to have a certain amount of games in the crate for me to even bother getting it. You know, they put 4 in there, I think, usually. 3, I need to at least have 3 out of 4 to really warrant me getting it. There was one time I picked like 2 out of 4 out of the games that was in the crate, and I regretted it. So yeah, from now on, if I ever get any crates, it has to be at least 3 out of 4 for me to be able to bother getting the crate. But a cool crate, I think. You know, it's decent, I think. Some really interesting and cool things. But the statue is definitely the one that stands out the most. So definitely going to end up, putting that up for everyone to see. And no, I'm not going to have it in the box. You know how I am about boxes, guys. It's just the fact that they just take up space. So, but yeah, definitely gonna wear the shirt and use the pad and see whatever the heck this thing is, and the statue and poster and whatnot. And usually I show the inside of the box, but there really isn't anything to show. It just looks like a fortress kind of thing, like you're going inside of a fortress, because you can flip the boxes inside out, and it has like an image of what the actual genre is of that specific crate for that month or whatever. But anyways, everything is all well and good. Man, I can't stop looking at that statue, man. It just looks so amazing. Hell, who doesn't want a statue of a badass dragon, in their home, If I could have a lot more of them, I definitely would. I actually got a couple of them in the living room, as a matter of fact, that look pretty awesome. There were some gifts from my mother, but they aren't as detailed as this one is. As this one is. But yeah, so anyways, I will go ahead and end this like I always do. Later, taters.